So here's my 1963 GPO 706 in the lovely Concord blue colour. As you can see, this telephone is in absolutely exceptional condition. I'm really pleased with it. It did cost me quite a bit of money though. It was just short of £85, so it was pretty expensive. But I think if I would have passed it up, I would have regretted it. So I'm so glad I got it because it's such a lovely old phone. And as you can see, the Concord blue colour hasn't discoloured whatsoever, even if you look behind where the handset sits. As you can see, the colour is just consistent throughout, so there's no discoloration to this phone whatsoever. So I think I've been quite lucky with this. And the casing and the handset are both made out of Diacon and not ABS plastic like a lot of the 706s and 746s were. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with why it's retained its colour. Maybe the Diacon doesn't get attacked by the sun the same as the ABS does. Not sure. But anyway, as you can see, it has the alphanumeric disc that runs around the outside of the dial. And the dial is the colour coordinated plastic finger wheel. I believe very early versions of the 706 had a metal finger wheel, but certainly the later 706s and 746s had a clear plastic finger wheel. I think the colour coordinated plastic finger wheel looks quite good really. I'm not sure what you think, but it has the older style number card in there. As you can see, it says emergency calls for fire, police, ambulance, dial 999. I did oil the governor, so it's running a lot smoother now. It was a little bit scratchy sounding before. But I think the 706s have a really distinct sound to the dial. I don't know, they just, because there's a lot of metal parts inside here, I can always tell by the sound of a 706 dial over a 746. But anyway, that's what the dial sounds like. It's lovely and smooth now. Anyway, here's the handset. I'll just show you the dates on the receiver and microphone. So the microphone is dated 1963, of course the original microphone. Sorry, the receiver, excuse me. The receiver is dated 1963, so that's the original. Now the microphone was original. I still have the original carbon microphone for this that came in it when I got it, which was also printed 63. But I changed it for this newer type one because the sound, I believe, is much clearer, especially if you're making long distance calls. And I do tend to have this phone plugged in quite a bit, so I swapped it over. Anyway, this one's dated 83. If ever I put this back on display, I might put the original carbon microphone back in, but I'll certainly keep it anyway. So anyway, as you can see, the receiver cap is the older style with just the cutout. Later receivers for these style phones had just a perforated receiver cap. And there's the cup-shaped microphone cap there. So that's the handset. And as you can see, the curly cord is in really good condition. There's no evidence of it being overstretched, or there's no tangles or knots in it at all. It's lovely and floppy. As you can see, it's nice to stretch out when you're taking a phone call. You don't have to be fighting with it. But that's the original curly cord anyway. Not sure if the handle on there is original. I think someone might have added that later. I don't think that would have originally been there. But it's easier to carry now with that there anyway. So there's the switch hooks. I'll just show you around the back. It does have the original line cord, and it also has the GPO junction box as well. Whoever did the conversion for this phone decided to leave it original and leave the junction box on there, and just make the connections for the modern BT plug through the opposite end of it, as you can see. And that's just plugged into my phone socket there. So that's that. On the underside of the phone, you can see it has the recessed bell openings for where the bell resonates. There's the model number 706L. The L means that it's the lettered dial, the alphanumeric type. CWL is the company that it was manufactured by, and I believe this phone was manufactured by GEC, or General Electric Company. 63/1 is the date, so that's January 1963. And there's the post office rented stamp from when this was rented out. As you can see, it says GPO batch sampled 7263 on there, or something like that, because a little bit of it's rubbed off at the end, so I can't quite read it. So there it is. I think all that's left to do now is for me to do a dial out and ring back. So I'll just plug the phone line back in. I just unplugged it so it wouldn't make the little beepy sounds when I was showing you the receiver and the microphone. So I'll have to press the 1 for the ring back option on the touch tone cordless house phone here, because of course this being pulse dialing, it won't recognise it. But I'll dial out the line test facility on this phone, of course. So here we go. Not sure if you could hear the dial tone there. I'll just set the handset down. It'll tell me my number there, so I'll just set that down again, and I'll press the ring back option on the house phone, the cordless one.
Welcome to your open ring back test. Please clear down.
So here we go. So this is what the ringer sounds like. So there you have it. There's my 1963 GPO 706 in the very fetching Concord blue colour. Lovely, lovely old phone. Very pleased to own it. So hope you enjoyed anyway, and thanks for watching.